It's the mayor. Welcome to Showface. So call me what you want. Just don't call me woke. And you know I come with the town favorite. Showface knows this big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. So check it out. Actor Jonathan Majors is going to jail. Yes, Jonathan Majors is going into lockup, champs, after he filed for a motion to throw out all of his criminal charges. The judge said no, it's not happening. Now, here's the details on this entire situation. I want you to make sure you're hitting the like button and sharing the video. Let's get into the nonsense, shall we? So it says here, gang, that Jonathan Majors wanted the judge to let him off the hook in his criminal case, but the court has denied his request, which means the conviction stands and he'll be sentenced. The actor's recent motion to have the guilty verdict set aside was rejected Wednesday in New York. And that's bad news for him because it indicates that a looming sentencing date that's coming up next week will, in fact, go forward. As we reported, Major's legal team filed to have the charges tossed, making a few different arguments as the basis for their position. Namely, they felt for the charges he was ultimately convinced of were unfairly assigned at the end of the trial. You'll recall we'd been told that Major's lawyers believed that the prosecution had been trying to convince the jury of an alleged assault Grace Jabari claimed happened inside of their vehicle that night. But when push come to shove, Jonathan was ultimately convinced on what had happened outside of the car, specifically him putting her back inside the SUV. Our sources told us that his team feels when prosecutors realized they weren't able to convince the jury of what allegedly happened in the car, they then pivoted and instructed the jury to focus on the reckless assault they claim happened outside of it. That's when Majors was ultimately convinced of one count of assault and one count of harassment, while his team felt those charges weren't justified. A judge just said they were. Now, Majors will be sentenced on April 8th. He's facing up to 1 year behind bars, worst case scenario, that or probation, depending on what the judge decides. Well, 1 year ain't bad, gang. I ain't gonna lie. 1 year in jail ain't terrible, but you still gotta go. All right. Now, if you're doing jail time, 9 times out of 10, you'll be released early. 1 year, you probably get out in like 5 to 6 months. Still fairly a long time sitting in them cells is not a joke. Now, you are a major figure. You will be protected at all costs. All right. However, yeah, bad all around. Now, the crazy part about all this is a lot of melanated women wanted this nigga to go to jail. Why? Because he was with a pale woman. Yes. All right. Still, he was with a pale woman, and they felt like you deserved to get locked up off of the mere fact that you dated one, which is insane to me. Not gonna lie, pretty wild. But Jonathan Majors, though, gang, it's looking nasty for you, champ. I mean, y'all getting locked up. Like I said, I seen, some of, what happened with this situation. And look, you did something. I mean, the woman was crazy too. I don't think she should be let off the hook because she was equally abusive, it sounds. All right. However, champ, you fell into the trap. And now here we are. You dig? You fell into the trap and now you're going to get locked up. All right. Might not be for a long time, but you're getting locked up. Now you're going to get canceled, champ. I mean, you already canceled. What am I saying? You're going to get canceled. You already canceled. All right. Disney don't want to work with you. All these major companies don't want to work with you anymore amid these allegations. But now you're getting charged, which means I guess it's law now. And that narrative still stands because guess what? If you get locked up for it, the general public is going to believe you were guilty all along. I mean, hey, like I said, I seen what I seen. Everybody seen what they saw. But gang, yeah, it's time for lockup, champ. You're getting sentenced on April 8th, which is literally around the corner. That's literally 5 days from now. You will be going to jail, champ. Yes, you will be getting locked up, unfortunately. All right? Listen, the judicial system isn't always fair. I mean, it's never fair. What am I talking about? But yeah, Jonathan Majors will be sentenced on April 8th. He is going to jail or he'll receive probation on the worst case scenario. But with this one, he might be getting locked up. but the judge is definitely sentencing him after he tried to have those charges tossed. The judge denied that. Might be doing some time, champ. Some real time. Who knows? All right. They said at the very least it's 1 year, possible probation, but we're gonna see. All right. All I know is this. Listen, he messed up, champ. He was with a crazed, insane Becky. All right. He was with an insane Becky. He wasn't with a sane Becky. I mean, not too many Beckys are sane either. You dig? But yeah, champ. Crazy part, like I said, the crazy part about it is all of the black women on the internet wanted to see you get locked up because he dated a Becky, champ. Yes, they wanted to see you suffer because you dated a Becky, which is insane. I mean, at least want to see the man locked up because he actually did something wrong. Okay? You can't be doing this petty nonsense on the internet. People are mad because someone is dating someone of another race. I think that's corny. All right? Everybody can't be Umar Johnson, man. Majority of y'all are not even what y'all claim to be, and yet y'all are so super focused on who's dating who. Shouldn't even matter, shouldn't even be a concern, but for some reason it draws an emotional response. All right, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Actually, I do understand, but I think it's foolish though. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, Jonathan Majors will be sentenced on April 8th. Possible jail time, maybe probation. We know how these situations end. 9 times out of 10, he's probably going to jail. It'll be a shocker if he doesn't get locked up. That would be incredibly shocking, especially in the state of New York, champ. One of the most corrupt, I repeat, corrupt judicial systems. But all judicial systems are corrupt. So what am I saying? You dig? Look, gang, make sure y'all hit the like button and share the video. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think Jonathan Majors is in trouble? Do you think he's going to get a real sentence? You dig? Listen, make sure you hit the like and share the video. We got a lot more content on the way. But yeah, Jonathan Majors will be sentenced on April 8th. However it turns out, we may not know. But if you think you know how it's going to turn out, you leave a comment below and let the mayor know how you feel. All right, respectfully. But gang, it's the mayor. The one and only real New York Mayor F. Eric Adams. So you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Like the video, share the video. Leave a comment if you're new to the channel. Subscribe right now. Salute. Let's